Hello and welcome to Caring for Me, Caring for You, a thought and a prayer for the week. I'm Greg Johnson, and I want to welcome you to this time and this conversation. It's always a privilege to begin the week on Sunday with all of you as we share various ideas in the world of family caregiving. My thought is about today, and you'll understand that in the concluding meditation that we're going to do. But today, I am very much involved in packing to leave tomorrow night for Indonesia. Once again, it will be my 168th visit, and I only know that because I had to prove it once way back about trip number 78 for a tax purpose. So I have kept track ever since, never needing it, but glad I had the information. It's always better that way. I'm so excited to be going over, and I'm going to be spending the month in Bali with the Sahaja team. Heading toward our third year, and so many exciting things have happened. I was very blessed when Donnie was invited to a workshop. This goes back almost 3 years ago in Indonesia, where they were discussing dealing with the elderly, what do they do? And they were focusing very much on technology. And technology is wonderful. I support it. I think it's been a great boon. But you need to have certain facilities, you need certain electricity, you need Wi-Fi. And you also need to have the equipment, the pieces of equipment, the technological equipment. And so I knew there were going to be challenges. And so he attended it. And then I was introduced to the gentleman who is one of the leaders there in the government in doing their future planning, a gentleman who's a very brilliant scholar, someone who's very much in the tech industry himself. And we began a visit, and it was he who introduced me to a pilot that they were doing in Bali. And I had the great privilege of making five wonderful friends. I call them my fabulous five because they are five persons involved in healthcare. And the gift is that they each come from a different discipline within the healthcare. And it was to play a major role in my construction of the approach that is now being widely honored in many areas. But the idea was we had five persons, one who is the leading gerontologist in Bali and in much of Indonesia, the president of the nursing school there. So we had that gift with us. We have a therapist, we have a psychologist, and a social worker. And among them is a person who also does all of the wonderful technology and the working for us of the things that we need in order to communicate and to do the press releases and the building of websites and that sort of thing. So it's a very talented group of people, each of whom has their medical degree, their doctor's degree in whatever their specific area is, and each a PhD. These are five brilliantly talented Indonesians whom I love dearly and consider to be my family. So I'm looking forward to spending more time with them because we're expanding and we continue to expand because we want to bring caregiving, both caring for, taking care of immediate needs, and teaching caregiving. Because in teaching caregiving, we are going to increase the understanding within Indonesia for the next generation. Their literacy will be much greater because they have had this sort of training. We're going to be sharing in our work. It gives us the opportunity again with the young people that they can find there are many career opportunities. It's not just being a doctor or a nurse, and those are wonderful places, don't get me wrong, but there are many opportunities for careers within healthcare. There is also the ability to build relationships within the family, within the community, and the family and the community is very central in Indonesia. Each village is very much an entity that cares. Caring is not something that we've brought to them. It's something that we simply have named and we have brought forth and we have honored it because so often it's just assumed they're supposed to do that. And that's true all over the world, no matter where I speak. But I always say, I've come wherever I speak. I've come to say the two words family caregivers rarely, if ever, hear, and that is thank you. So we're going to be working together. We're also looking at some opportunities of through the School of Nursing to be able to work on a degree or an accreditation for family caregivers so that we could train the young people and they in turn would have opportunities not only to work within Indonesia, but to come to other countries in Europe, coming here to America, places where caregivers are needed and they need to have the understanding. And that's been part of our work. Now, there are many other pieces that we're dealing with. One of the things that we are doing here in New York, and it is now, it will be October. I'm leaving on the 29th, so that's tomorrow. And then we're in October. One of the things that we are doing, we were very fortunate when I first began the work with the Sahaja Foundation. Donnie and I wanted to be able to help them along financially. And so, quite frankly, he and I and a couple of wonderful expat friends in Indonesia have been funding this. But now we are to the point where it has gone far beyond our limited resources, and we need to reach out to the greater community. In doing that, I realized that Greg Johnson Partnerships International, which is my corporation, is an S corporation. So we have partnered with the Caregiver Coalition Fund of America, better known as CARE CFA, under the brilliant leadership of Dr. Ed Gibbons Jr. And Dr. Gibbons has provided us with the opportunity to build and to augment the work. Dr. Gibbons is also someone who is very gifted academically in the areas of grant writing, and he's already begun a very major research for grant writing, which is the next step for us. He has written out a 9-year plan. I hope to make all 9 of those, but it's a wonderful plan that allows us to build where we are, take the caregiving throughout Bali, and then move to some of the outer islands within the archipelago, and to begin spreading and spreading and spreading. And then at the same time, this week has been very busy here in New York. It has been the UN week, and I have been blessed to have meetings with people from several other nations, people from Nigeria, people from the Ukraine, people from Pakistan, and several other of the ASEAN countries. And there is very great interest in the Sahaja model because the Sahaja model is based upon interdisciplinary folks working together, but each bringing their gift of their area, and coming together not as academics. Yes, we are and academics, and we honor all of that, but as caregivers, bringing this academic knowledge and then training in the You Are Not Alone series, the 8 episodes that we use as the core curriculum dealing with the Sahaja Foundation. It's our goal, and this has been one of the gifts of Dr. Gibbons and CARE CFA. We look forward to the day when we can help to establish caregiving entities based upon the Sahaja model throughout the world, uniting the world in caregiving. It's one thing that unites people. As a clergy person, I'm embarrassed to say, I'm saddened to say, really, that religions and governments have not done well at uniting. Many times dividing, and all you have to do is read a newspaper today or listen to the news. But caregiving provides that base that is universal. And it's my belief that we can and are uniting the world in caregiving. And so to do that, we are going after some major grant proposals. In order to do that, we are presently going after a $100,000 US seed campaign, seed funding, in order for us to be able to have the staffing to do the work that is necessary to build the grant proposals and to receive them and continue our work. So I'm today announcing the seed funding for Sahaja. We are looking for 100,000 US dollars to build the substance that will allow us to go after the grants that are very much needed and that are there and we know will be our future. If you, and this is why I've been writing these letters lately, we're coming to the end of the year. Here in America, many people consider their giving for tax purposes and whatever. We humbly ask that you consider us with a gift to CARE CFA. And when I post this video, I'm also going to post this item, which involves the seed funding. In it are the directions for making a donation. And you can be assured of our deep, deep gratitude and our thanks. It's been a wonderful experience preparing and getting to this point, watching it grow, watching the Indonesians just embrace caregiving in a formal way that's been named. And it brings the dignity, it brings honor to a work that is very much needed. And that brings me to today. There's a reading that I've been doing for some time now. I have it right here, and I'm going to share it with you as our thought and our prayer. It's a wonderful way for me to begin my day. We're surrounded by lots and lots of difficulties and nonsense and chaos, certainly here in America, but in much of the world. And if we jump out of bed and just start listening to news or that sort of thing, it can be downhill from there. But I've found that if I wake up saying thank you for this day, thank you for waking me up, there's something you want me to do. And who is that I'm speaking to? That divine within me. For me, it's God. Whatever name you choose, the divinity within you, that spark of the divine that made you, that breathes you, that loves you, and gives you the life and love that is yours. And when we connect, and when we align, when we give thanks, we're ready to move forward. And we're going to allow that light from within us to go forward and help illuminate the darkness of the world. This is my morning. I wake this morning with love for myself, grateful for the gift of being here today. Every breath I take is a reminder that life flows through me and for me. I embrace what is unfolding in this moment and trust the beauty of what is to come. Gratitude fills my heart for all that I have, and joy expands as I welcome the blessings still on their way. I honor myself today with kindness, patience, and love, knowing I am worthy of all good things. Each step I take today is guided, aligned, and leading me closer to the life I am called to. I am grateful for everything that shaped me, and I am excited for the new doors opening now. My energy radiates love, peace, and abundance, attracting harmony into every part of my day. Today is a fresh beginning, filled with opportunity, growth, and divine alignment. I am love. I am gratitude. And I am ready to receive the miracles that today holds for me. And I like to add, as a very grateful 12-step recovering person of many, many decades, I love being a miracle. And it is with gratitude that I face this day. Thank you for being with me. Blessings to you, and I will be speaking to you from Bali. And I hope that I'll be able to introduce you to some of our family over there. Until then, please remember us in your year-end giving. We will appreciate it, and you will affect the lives of many. Let us together unite the world in caregiving. And as we always say, onward in love and caregiving. Namaste. God bless, and thank you. Thank you for being with us today. God bless.